Good morning. I'm a few minutes late. Everyone's asleep. Fresh week. Even though it feels like kind of a leftover day. Does it feel like that to you? It feels like a leftover day. Like tomorrow is a new month, but today's a holiday. It is a holiday. It's not kind of grateful for those who sacrificed for our freedom. Okay, so first things first, I'm behind making a unicorn juice. You can put this full scoop in a smaller cup of water and feel totally differently. I kind of like to slurp mine, so I put it in a bigger cup, but I'm doing fruit punch today. If you want to try a sample, I'm happy to mail it to you. I never want you to buy something without trying it first, unless you're convinced you want to go all in. Then go all in, right? Okay, so a couple things I want to talk about. It's the last day of the month, which means there's still some sales. If you are wanting to get Beachbody on demand, if you need new Shakeology, talk to me or whoever is your coach. There's $20 off challenge packs right now. Let's Get Up, that Shaun T program, is still on sale. What else should I tell you? It's a consistency challenge. We're gonna do a consistency month, but we're gonna break it down into weeks so that every week you can start fresh. You can start to kind of layer things in as you need to. It's your journey, right? So last week, my personal challenge was not hitting stop or pause on my workouts. And once I made that declaration, once I was like, I'm gonna do it, I did it. It really wasn't that hard. And I felt like I got such better workouts. So you don't have to pick something different this week. If you felt like it's not super easy yet, if you feel like you're still struggling with it, if you feel like you still need that accountability with whatever you chose last week, that's cool, okay? There's zero pressure to pick something new every single week. This is your journey, so it doesn't ever need to look like anyone else's. But for me, I feel like I got some momentum, so I'm gonna continue using those accountability pieces. Like I'm gonna film my workout in hyperlapse so you can tell if I stop, and I'm gonna share it every day in my stories. I'm gonna get on the Zoom calls and I'm gonna show up for my accountability there, which by the way, that happens like 8:15, 8:30 Mountain Standard Time, which is 7-ish for you Pacific peeps. Get on it, okay? We'll take a picture, then you're gonna do your thing. It's really great accountability. So I've been trying to figure out what I want to tweak, what I want my consistency thing to be. And I'm telling you this because some of you are overthinking this, okay? Some of you didn't show up last week. Some of you made your intention and then you talked yourself out of it. It doesn't have to be huge. It can be something really small but impactful, like water, like rest, like taking a shower, like, I don't know, maybe you want to actually sit and enjoy your coffee in the morning without getting on social. Like, it's totally up to you. It doesn't have to look like anyone else's. But as your fearless leader, I'm going to share my reel. So it's nutrition. That's what I'm going to work on this week. Back in April, I switched over to the 2B Mindset, which is an amazing program, and some of you love it. I like structure. I like boxes I can check. I like kind of a list. And for me, the Portion Fix feels like a list. It's stuff I need to log, which the 2B Mindset, you log everything too, but I don't know, it just clicks better with my brain. So that's my consistency challenge this week, is to go back to nutrition. Does that mean it's going to be perfect? No, because I have 3 bottles of wine in my fridge that I intend to drink, not all at once. But that's my thing. So I'm going to continue what I was doing last week. Doesn't mean that you're like, oh, cool, I'm going to forget that now. No, this is how we get momentum. We building block these pieces together, okay? So let me know what yours is. I'm going to put a bunch of stuff in here today as we go into June. And I'm just really excited, you guys, to lean into this with you, because that's what we do. As coaches, we don't have it all figured out. We're just works in progress, committed to the journey. Okay, so my containers are coming back out. If you have these, you don't know how to use them, I will share about that later. If you have the 2B Mindset and you want to give it a go, give it a go. Just because something doesn't fit where I'm at in my season doesn't mean it's not the right thing for you. It never means that. Okay, so I've got my unicorn juice. I've set my intention for the week. Now let's do this thing. We're gonna do just a quickie daily energy routine, and you can do it with me, and then we'll go from there, okay? So we always start the same with our 4 thumbs. read something really interesting yesterday. So, you know how the third tab, which is this part, right? That's your thymus. Yeah, thymus. It's linked to your immune system and so many other things. And I was reading that stress will shrink it. So you know how like when you've been really stressed and all of a sudden you start to get sick? It's because this is literally shrinking. It's all energetic, right? Which just means you give it a little extra attention, you layer in some extra self-care, you do this kind of thing. I thought it was really interesting. Okay, I'm gonna find that spleen point. So underneath my armpit, the base of my ribs, and I'm just gonna gently massage it. So I had an idea for a book today, which is on my bucket list, about how to create consistency. I think I'm gonna do that this summer. I think I'm gonna write a book, guys. You're gonna be my guinea pigs. Here we go. Psst, stop it. Cats are fighting. So I'm giving myself a little rub. Feels good. Squeezing, pulling off of my body, off of my pinky toe. Other side. You don't have to bring your leg up. I'm just showing you what I'm doing. Same thing, nice and slow and controlled the first time. Off my pinky toe. Okay, now faster. Oh, I'm sore. Now from your kidneys. Do the wing cook. Other side. Ground ball. I'm gonna do triple warmer because it kind of just feels like it goes into that. All right. Can you hear me when I'm this quiet? Everyone's sleeping. So this is lymphatic. Just running my fingers down the outsides of my arms, in my armpits. Up to my collarbone. Top of my breasts. Down the center of my chest. Underneath my bra line. To spleen. So you know how we talked a lot about spleen, how spleen processes a lot of stuff. But I also learned from Brianna that if you have really painful periods or really heavy periods, usually spleen is involved in that. So giving yourself a little extra spleen love, it's a good thing. Okay, outside of your belly button. My stomach is growling so loud. Okay, top of bikini line is where we're at right now. I'm gonna go into the sides of your bikini line. I needed that. Okay, outside, inside of your leg. Other side. Finger in your belly button, finger in between your eyes. You're gonna hook up. only have one more week of my workout, you guys, and then I have to decide what I'm gonna do next. So many good options. Tell me what you're doing. If you're starting something new this week or next week, drop me a comment and let me know what you're doing. And even if you're like, well, I've been doing this for forever, just let me know. I wanna know where you're at. Okay, we're gonna zip up. And I'm gonna zip up my back. So if you're seeing family today, if you're doing something that feels stressful, if you are mourning, I know we have a couple Gold Star spouses in here that have lost their heroes. I'm thinking about you today. I'm sending you love. And I'm grateful for you and your hero. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and make that bubble. I'm gonna make it behind me. And because it feels right, I'm gonna spoon my feet. So we've talked about this before. I just buy spoons on Amazon, nothing fancy. I like a soup spoon, whatever. They're the same spoons we eat with. I just wash them, don't worry. So you always wanna make sure that it's magnetized. So I'm gonna grab a magnet to show you. Okay, there we go. This is a good kind of spoon to use on your feet, all right? And then I'm just gonna take my foot. I'm really sore. I'm like, how do I do this? Okay, so I'm just gonna put my foot up. You can sit down, and I'm just gonna rub. I'm gonna make figure eights on my foot. And I'm gonna go along the outside and the inside, my heel. And I'm gonna see if anything feels sticky or thick or hard to move. And if it does, I'm just gonna give it a little extra love. I'm gonna figure eight over it. This is getting your energy moving. This is grounding. This is great to do if you're traveling or driving or flying or you're seeing someone that makes you feel stressful. I was telling my husband last night, you guys, we can't control other people and we can't control outside experiences, but we always can control our attitudes, our mindsets, our heart sets, and how we show up to it. So if you have something on your list today that's giving you anxiety, stop allowing it to have power and put your energy into something like this, okay? You can control your controllables, which means doing your energy practice, getting outside, turning off the news, moving your body, drinking your water. Okay, and then whenever it feels right, you can switch over to the other side. Ooh, this foot's really sticky. So I'm gonna spoon for a while until it feels better. Doesn't mean anything bad, just means my feet need a little love. It means my energy needs a little spooning. Spoon with yourself today, friends. Okay, so if you're catching the tail end of this or you're watching the replay, go through it. I want you to drop a comment if you're in it to win it with me. I want to know, what are you committing to? You can choose the same thing as last week, okay? There's no right or wrong way to do this because you know what? It's your journey, okay? So do what you can, control your controllables, reset your sails. If last week was hard, don't put all your eggs in the June basket. That's how you mess things up. That's how you overwhelm yourself. That's how you set yourself up to fail. It's not magic. It's not. It's just consistency, right? And then choosing every day to show up again with intention and to control your controllables, right? Right. Okay. Do the things today that serve you. Plug in here. Let us know what you're working on. I'm going to go log on to Zoom and do my workout. You're welcome to join me. Otherwise, have fun today. Drink your water. If you have a barbecue, if you go out on the lake, that's awesome. Drink your water, okay? Don't overthink it. And the reason we have Memorial Day is to honor those who sacrificed. So those of you who know, you know. I'm thinking about you. I'm sending love your way. Here's to an amazing week ahead, friends.